welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I'm working on some puzzles. This wooden puzzle, I actually bought this from my niece. She did this project for school. I think it was one of their classes, like economics or something, and they had to create a little business and do a craft fair. So I'd gone to the craft fair. I wanted to buy something from her. And so this puzzle was made by her grandpa on, he has a machine for it, and so she was selling those. And it had a little chip out of the wood, so I filled that with gesso because that's what I had at the moment. And then decided after that dried, it needed more gesso, so I just covered the whole thing with a layer of gesso. And originally I was just going to paint it, but then I was trying to figure out there's a little bit of gaps between the pieces, so I didn't want paint to fall down in there. So then I decided maybe I could gel print on it. So I'm just kind of warming up the paint, warming up my brain, messing around. These are eye stencils, or not eye stencils, sorry. They are joggles, I believe. It's Elizabeth St. Hilaire. She does joggles, right? Or is she eye stencils? Now I have to look because I can't remember. Elizabeth, where are your stencils? Oh, I don't know. Yes, joggles. I just dug through my stencils. Sorry for the noise. And the distraction. I'm never prepared. But yeah, I'm just trying to get in to the groove to figure out what colors I want to put down and just messing around for a minute. And yeah, then I'm going to pull, I think I just pull all of this off and then maybe we'll get started for real. And I'm using wet strength tissue on these. So at the end, I'll show you all the papers that I end up with along with the puzzle. I actually have two puzzles. I have another one that I don't remember how I acquired it. It's just a little teeny kids puzzle. And I had taped it together, like put it together and then put masking tape on the back because I always intended on gel printing it. And it's just been sitting here with my papers waiting for me to gel print. And so needless to say, the tape is not going to come off easy off the back. It's the back. We won't worry about that. Cross that bridge when we come to it, right? So how is everyone today? I hope you're doing well. It's so hot here today. It was hot yesterday too. But I hope you're all having good weather wherever you are. My paper slipping around and nothing came off of that. So much for that. I do wait for this to dry. Mostly dry. I like that. I think it turned out cool. Okay, now let's see. Oh, we're going for metallic. I have two different metallics. One is gilt and the other is copper. I think this is all the gold color. Or is there two colors there? Oh, two colors. One copper and one gold. It's some Dina Wakley paint that I've had for a long time. I had to transfer them into different bottles so that I could keep using them. So I'm taking that unfinished pull and adding the gold to it. I know, I haven't gotten to the puzzle yet. I will. I just, you have to get a rhythm going to try and figure out what I want to do exactly. And I think, I'm not sure. Nope, I'm just putting the gold down on the other one. Yeah, I kind of like it. All right, some of these paints are old, have little chunks in them, and some of them are very runny. I just keep adding layers to those prints. I just haven't landed across what I want to put on my puzzle yet, but it will be there in the end. Oh, I think I decided I needed to lay that back down and put another color on. So that I get the two colors. Oh, I left it on, let it dry. Now this is a plastic stencil, so you can do this with plastic. Oh, it's starting to lift. You gotta stop when it starts lifting or it'll just take everything off. Now I'm going to, I let that dry, and now I'm gonna hurry and put some purple over it. Got it a little too juicy, I think. That paint is so runny. And it has globs in it. It's runny and has globs. I just don't know how that works. But I've gotta lift some of that excess paint off. I just have an old travel brochure, I think is what that is, or alumni magazine from my college. Still runny. I did that, but I'm worried it's not gonna all like it's not gonna lift off. So this is the cardboard puzzle that I put down, and now I'm just putting pieces of tissue around to lift the excess off. And I do let that dry a bit because it was quite thick and that paint was super runny. As you can tell, it's all over the place. So I pulled this side off. I like how it looks. Let's cross our fingers on the puzzle part. Yeah, not as well. I did gesso over the puzzle as well, just because it was like the slick material on the puzzle. So I knew it would need help gripping. And I'm just putting the white over it because I didn't like how it turned out. We'll get to that wood one. I think I wanted to practice on the cardboard one first. See if I could be successful. There, well. I took the puzzle apart. I had a hard time putting it back together. I took it apart after I finished it because I didn't want it to be all glued together, right? So, yeah, I did that so that it could dry separately and be used as a puzzle. And yeah, I had a hard time putting it back together. All right, and this is Black Flash. And I'm just lifting that up. Again, using the wet strength tissue. And I put the puzzle down. I wanted that black flash on there. We'll see if that turns out. Okay, here we go. You can hardly see it at all. Excuse me. So now I put the teal down and doing it again. Keep hoping that it's going to look better than the last time. Nope. I'm just trying to get everything off the gel plate now. I think that needs to dry for a little while. It's very tacky. I keep doing it and it's getting kind of thick with paint. Okay, so let's see if this does any better. The blue is bright. Hopefully it will stand out on the puzzle. I felt like it was just getting worse and worse as I do the layers. How does that look? Well, it does stand out. Like, you can tell it's there. Guess that's something. All right. So now I'm going to add gold. I think that's gold. I can't remember if I put the puzzle down or just paper. Okay. Okay, so I've got this layer of gold. We're going to put on this turquoise blue. Might as well make some nice prints while hopefully improve the prints that I've made. All right, now this one, I can't just slap it down. Well, I might be able to, but they're all loose in there, so it's going to take more effort to keep it together. And it's really a puzzle about shape rather than design, so yeah, see? I'm getting a little bit on the edges too, so it's all the same. They're a little pale. Just lift that off a little bit. Trying to think, what should we do next? I think we'll do like a violet color. One of my stencil has attached itself to another stencil. There we go. It's like a pinky violet color. And we're just gonna lay them down in no particular order and hope that it works. Just put a little add interest, I guess. And some interesting marks. I don't know, I think they're kind of fun. It was fun just to play around, really, and mess around with my gel plate. All right, this is indothyronine blue. I'm hoping for some drama. It's a real contrast, so we'll see what happens here. Yeah, that's really standing out. I like that spiral one on the Utah shaped piece. I didn't realize I didn't put any blue on the border this time. Interesting. It's been a little while since I did the video, and now I'm doing the voiceover. I told myself I wasn't going to have larger gaps between filming and voiceover because I can remember more when I do it right away. So sorry about that. But do I put white on there? I guess I do. Add some white. I mean, I do like it. I just forgot I did it. That one had to go where it fell. Where's Utah? Utah's going to lose its spiral. So I'm going to stick something else on there. Oh, and the frame. Get a little bit of pattern on the frame. Clean off the gel plate. All right, we're going to set this aside and look at I think I decided to look at the cardboard puzzle, and it needed something. Like, you needed to be able to put this puzzle together, and it's just got so much pattern everywhere. I thought it would be hard. So this is a Robin McClendon stencil from iStencils, and I figured I would stencil this the old-fashioned way with a sponge. Hopefully I don't overfill the sponge because I don't want anything squishing out. I mean, I guess I can fix it if it does, but yeah, I'm trying to be light-handed so that we'll have some good crisp edges. And I usually do end up with a smudge somewhere, so it's almost guaranteed. Robin McClendon stencils can be found on iStencils, and I really like her. Is it Hearth Codes? There we go. Oh yeah, not too shabby. So that is, yes, move the gel plate. Oops. Did I do that on purpose? I just can't imagine that I did that on purpose. Maybe I wanted you to see me put the puzzle together. I don't know. But it is in there just really loose, so so it falls out really easy. All right, so there's the two puzzles. I decide I'm gonna go around with my white pen. It's not wanting to write on there. And this is my favorite white pen. It usually works. There are a lot of paint layers on here though, so it might be struggling on that. I think the black was fairly matte, but not like, wasn't branded matte. So that can make it a little harder to do the white lines around. Of course, I probably could have waited a little bit longer You should always make sure the paint is dry before you take a pen to it. I try to, but I might have missed on this one. There's lots of dippy areas that paint can pool on the puzzle, so I think if I hadn't put this pattern on there, I never would have got my puzzle back together. And it's just a little kid puzzle. So what do you think? Do you like it? It's different, right? It's a fun thing to do with the little puzzle. Here's where I took the tape off. See how much paper it tore when I took the tape off? And then I'm taking it apart so that it can dry in between everywhere. Oh, I think it might actually be 30. Is it 30? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 pieces. Yeah. That came off, so I'm gluing it back on. Some of the spots have already like dried together a little bit, so I want to try and separate them. Got to make it the puzzle able to come apart, right? It's the point of a puzzle. Scraping off little bits of extra thick paint in those areas. All right, and there's the other one. So I did let it dry for the most part. Now I got to figure out which piece goes where. And some of the edges are not so smooth anymore. Yeah, I don't think you see me put the whole puzzle together because, yeah, it got a little harder as I was going along. It doesn't help that they're not smooth edges anymore, so, you know. But it was fun to make. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop about here. I'll come back to it. I'll put it together off camera. Right. So here are the pieces of paper generated during this whole process. Yeah. Some are not bad, some are like busy. Lots of them need more to make them something. But yep, this was it. What do you think? Will you try gel printing on a puzzle? It was fun. I hope you liked that video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day.